and welcome to another episode of Curse of the Torment, episode 69. Nice. Tonight we're playing the module Curse is Drawn, but a change transformed. I've been playing in the system and the setting of TTRPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of heavy topics, bad language, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. But with me, our wonderful cast of players. We usually have Daphne, I Crave Violence, and Malcolm Story, played by Suku, who is gone on a family crisis. We hope everything will be fine. We don't know if Suku is going to arrive or not, but anyway, we wish him that well. But then we have Leonard, I'm being stalked and I don't like it. I'm half of a duelist, played by Pepper. How you do?
Nice.
Solo to study at Tiefling Bar, played by the soul of the party, Hester. Welcome.
Nice.
And certainly not least, our slightly more stable and reasonable Styrax, our Tiefling Elementalist, played by Neo. Hi.
Nice!
Yes! I knew it! It's so good!
Oh god, I love it. Okay, what happened last time, guys? Who want to take it away?
I just think you maybe want to reset your microphone.
Oh,
right quick.
The snowstorm is gonna be reaching. What happened last time?
yeah, who's gonna say what happened last time?
It's been a while since I did it.
Yeah, I did the last one.
Yeah, okay, Hess. You were back, baby.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
take-
even more back.
Most definitely, I am back as my boy Soul. So the party got out of the portal of Mindscape from Irius, and now trying to head back to Kresk by following the footsteps that Soul, Yanka, and Milivoy
good job.
had created. They, as they follow it, Daphne picks up the sense of something is amiss because of the way the footsteps act around. So they carefully go to the same direction that Soul has taken, and which they saw the where Soul saw a bunch of zombie army now gone, but the footsteps suggest that they were there. I think recently, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
But they just moved.
Yeah, it's still the footsteps are coming too long.
Yeah. No snow and the footsteps leaving.
Yeah, and the army suggests that they went. They left southeast away from Kresk. Then they make camp where Leo starts to explain the situation to Irius, and Irius was trying to figure things out. Then Styrax gave Irius her notebook, which he catch up on and realize how fucked we are in our current situation. Then, as the evening continues on, they hear footsteps and they hear Soul mumbling about and doing Soul things, which they took the initiative to pounce on Soul and scare the living shit out of him.
Yeah, that crit 20 from Daphne.
Yeah.
And then they finally catch up, and then Iris took an interest of Soul, asking about his allegiance towards Sardanya, and learn and have Irius learn about Soul even more, and then the rest of the party starts to discuss of what to do next, talking about the Taraka cards, and Soul talks about the poem that he received when he was at the on his way back. A poem telling about what he needs to do next, apparently. And then they head up tonight to sleep. The gang is back.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And let's return to where we were, huh? Sleep comes easily for all of you. A measure of exhaustion and relief to have you all gathered again, safe and sound as you can be, and made whole again. You have your watches now shortened with eerie help, and the night in these wintry woodlands a peaceful one. The wolves move about, also taking shifts, sleeping by the communal fire or prowling about, aiding you in your vigilance. Their relaxed state becomes your home.
We can't hear.
Yeah, I think it just cut out, I think.
Bexxy.
We cut off.
No.
Oh no.
Cut out.
The snowstorm rages on.
Gosh,
I just
microphone.
hear a little bit of a scream. Or something like
No, is it better now? Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's restart from the top. Okay. All right.
We start the music all over again.
Sleep comes easily for all of you. A mixture of exhaustion and relief to have you all gathered again, safe and sound as you can be, made whole again. You have your watches, now shortened with Aria's help, and the night in these wintry woodlands is a peaceful one. The wolves move about, also taking shifts sleeping by the communal fire or prowling about, aiding you in your vigilance. Their relaxed state further becomes your hearts that, at least for now, you appear safe. The temperature in the middle of the night is still below -10 degrees, and the wind picks up and it bites your cheeks and any exposed skin it can affect. And so you all huddle as close as you can to each other and the fire's heat this night. But morning eventually comes, making the cold more agreeable. There's still no snowfall, but the wind now disturbs larger branches and sways smaller trees. Here we go. You find yourself in the upwind, unfortunately, as if nature is helping you to slow down your travel, to remain here for as long as possible in this pristine, pure, and peaceful wilds. But with Daphne's and the wolves' help, the trek back to Kresk is relatively short. You're round the lake that FaboMusic sits beside, trudging past not too far from its shore, Next, they lead you back into the boreal hilllands, and just before lunchtime, Kresk's eastern wall appears on the horizon, one hillock away. Where you stood yesterday, Sol. And as before, the wolves licked their gums a bit, softly whine, wagged their tails, and they began to slowly mosey their way back into the forest from whence you came. Is there anything you want to go do?
And I pet one of the wolves.
I'll pet one of the wolves as well.
Gotta pet the dogs, okay? Is
Yep.
that so?
Bye.
Oh, boy.
Thank you so much. You definitely changed my opinions with wolves. Most definitely. I wish I could get one of you. Adorable.
They allow a little bit of screeches, but as soon as it becomes a little bit overbearing, they bare their teeth and start to growl, low in their throat.
Okay. All right. Bye.
I think Daphne also would pet one of the dogs.
Yes.
I have to say, I'm really kind of looking forward to get out of snow sooner than later. Been here quite a while.
Yeah. I mean,
I have to say, cold is not my thing.
I most definitely agree. As someone who walked through this snowstorm twice already.
What do you mean? All of a sudden you can see Starras just even without the cloak, just like normal time, like this.
Okay,
This
what's
nothing.
what's happening to Starrax? Usually, Starrax is, reserved, but now, jeez. I don't know. There's this air of confidence.
I think it's more an air of happiness. I think you can all use that.
I
Really?
don't want to make this a competition, but I'm looking forward to sleep in a bed, which I haven't done for almost 4 years now.
My man, you have.
I mean,
What
Perhaps a
life have you been
bath.
through?
I mean, at least you didn't know that the beds existed while you were not sleeping in the bed, So it isn't as bad, A lot worse when you know and remember what was better before,
That's okay. That's true. I gotta agree. But now, in hindsight,
Now,
it's
yeah.
all catching up to me.
I can see that. Yeah. Let's get ourselves some stuff. I mean, you need a new cloak. We can check in with. I don't know what Millivoy is doing. If he's still in Kresk.
I mean,
And-
he should be. If not, I'm gonna kill the man.
I mean, he walked all the way from Vallaki to here. I don't know what is in his mind right now. Anyway.
Right now, I wouldn't know because the main reason he pretty much came here was to check on the rest of the orphans.
Mhm.
But
Hmm.
now he doesn't have an objective per se. So who knows?
Yeah, and we need to get to the pool and figure out what to do about Brazius.
And this bow and pool. So, yes, the pool. Do have to go to the pool.
I don't think we have filled Erie's completely in yet, but there's a celestial living in Kresk in the abbey that is
A celestial.
patchwork. Yeah, it's like but he got infected by some sort of fiendish creature, demonic creature. And
yep.
yeah, he's a bit
It's batshit crazy.
well,
Fascinating.
yeah, now he's like patchworking people together.
Stitching body
Uh,
parts to one another.
Mostly merging souls.
Guys, can we not talk about this? I still think we should head to the Windyard as soon as possible. I still don't know what I want to do about it. Maybe there's a way to still reach him. Says
Yeah.
Daphne.
Well, I just wanna let Arias know at least the baseline, so he's not too surprised. You know, we don't want him to go back into crazy, so you know, better prepare him for what's coming.
I like that. I like being prepared.
All right, let's get in here, and you know, you remember, stay under the radar.
Oh, right. And he like brings up the cow, which is way
Nice.
too large for him. And like he has to struggle as he walks to like pull back the cow several times because it just falls over his eyes.
You need a mask.
I'll get you what we can.
Yeah, I think you could have someone make a mask out of wood.
And I think we'll approach, I guess, the front gate again.
Alright. It's easy enough to navigate to the gates of Kresk. Just down one hill, up the other, and then circle around the impressive ancient stone walls until you reach the double wooden doors. This day, the Kreski guards find themselves somewhat competent as they spot you from some distance away, shout their greetings, and one of them goes off running, perhaps into the village. By the time you reach the gates, even more guards have gathered by the two towers to greet you, through more cheerful shouts and hearty waves. And the wooden doors stands ajar even before your arrival. It is clear that Kresk's opinion of you have rapidly changed in the last couple of days. Souls and Stark's appearance doesn't seem to bother them anymore, nor do they question the short and stock stranger you invite into their home. It's amazing what slaying a monster and giving out free food and booze can do. Arias takes in
Booze.
every new sight with small mutterings of observation to Styrex. As a dwarf, he makes certain remarks about the age and make of the wall's stonework. The most noteworthy one he makes is that the model of the walls is distinctly late Empire of Shay era, and not in the style of stonework the Sarovich brought with them as they conquered the archipelago. Either way, you hurry on into Kresk. Daphne has certainly helped you to the best of her ability to make you as comfortable as possible during your journey, and a certain someone isn't bothered by the cold. But despite all of that, as you discussed just moments ago, you're eager to experience the warmth of four walls, a hearth, and a proper bed. After only a few steps into Kresk proper, meeting you on the lower ring road is Nyanka with an open, excited smile, Katerina with her usual smirk, and an attentive-looking Michael, Nyanka's father. And Nyanka immediately comes running up the last of the way to reach you with an excited, "You made it back!"
Of course we did.
Yep.
I
don't
mean,
know.
we got for you in the first place.
True. I mean, again, I don't understand what your deal is. But I thought maybe those weird zombies would get you, I don't know.
Now we scared them away.
You did? How?
You know, we just have our resources, you know.
She like narrows her eyes and looks like suspiciously at you. I don't believe you. Michael takes a step forward and like puts his calloused hand on her shoulder and kind of pulls her back a little bit. Now, Nyanka, please be a little bit less rude to people. We have talked about this. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't understand how you were able to bring her back, but I will forever be in your debt. Please, at least allow me to give you some lunch. And some warmth. Get out of this wind.
Sure. Yeah, I think we can do for some nice food.
Yeah, rations ain't doing much anymore.
Katerina kind of punches Michael's shoulder and says, "Yeah, he's not good for a lot, but he's an okay cook, I must say. You're inviting me as well, right?" Katerina, you didn't do anything. You're not part of our household. I've heard that 1,000 times before. I will give you a good deal next time in my shop. What do you say? And Michael just sighs and then kind of waves all of you to follow him.
I think Katerina has a crush on Michael. I just nod at Leo, whispering.
I think they bond over Nyanka, which is cute.
Ugh. I think he's oblivious of it. Oh my god.
And you're indeed brought down the lower ring road a little bit to that very humble abode where Nyanka and Michael lives. Here, I prepared this.
Ooh!
A mappy map!
A mappy map!
A map!
An overview!
With titles!
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Because now you know Kresk pretty intimately. We've been walking around here quite a lot, so here it is.
That is nice.
Oh, the pool is right down there. Oh. I thought the pool is like outside of the gate, then you go down. Okay, that
no,
makes
no.
sense.
Yeah, I remember the end of the road.
Yes, and the ring road is in the middle, right? And then is an offshoot going to the western corner for the pool, and you got the main gates in the east.
This is a fortress.
That's why Arius made so many remarks upon the make of the stones. He was impressed, but also because it's not the biggest village for such a sturdy wall.
I mean, it's not about the size.
Keep telling yourself that.
It's the craftsmanship. Arius will agree.
Well, it's also a cost effectiveness question. So it's interesting that there is indeed such a sturdy wall for so little people.
Nice.
Yeah. But you see there down on the lower ring wall, the second house down there where Nyanka is there, you're led into. Oh my god, Adrian. It's you're like led to the wooden table that is connected to like in the small kitchen. It's very cramped, but there's like Katerina throws a few extra logs onto the hearth to waken it up, and Michael gives her an irritating stare as there was like enough logs in there immediately like anyway, but Katerina wanted it to be even hotter in there, and like you have to bring like more shares from other rooms, and Michael ends up like sitting on a stool rather than a chair. It's very tight, but it's very homely, and you all breathe a sigh of relief for your aching muscles. To finally sit down and be at peace homely environment. Michael already starts working on the lunch. He doesn't seem to be lacking of any produce, and he prepares what seems to be a hearty meat stew with mutton, as well as a little bit of a stale bread that was baked yesterday, but it's still good enough and made soft when you dip it in the rich, meaty soup.
Thank you for the meal.
Michael sits down, the last of them. He puts towel over his shoulder and starts scoffing down a few spoonfuls and then says, "The least I could do. Come on."
We'll appreciate it. Really use a normal meal and some warmth.
I have a hard time thinking that. You guys seemed larger than life, says Katerina and puts her chin in the palm of her hand. How did you even pull this off? Nyanka have told us some stuff. A werewolf cave?
Oh.
An ancient group of imperial gods?
Yeah.
Making children into werewolves?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit much to swallow.
Yeah.
And Nyanka kind of broods and puts her crosses her hands over her chest. And I'm telling you the truth, Katerina. Come on, it's actually happened.
It did happen.
We're glad we got Nyanka back here, and it was a bit complicated, but I mean, isn't everything here kind of complicated?
No, I don't think so. I think Kresk is pretty simple, right?
Well, with in terms of the Barovia as a whole, things are complicated.
Actually, we don't know that much about the larger Barovia. We don't really leave that much, so we wouldn't know. And I don't think we care to know either, says Michael, and tells that at Nyanka.
Might be for the better. It's very relaxed here, which is good.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for helping us keep it that way.
Yeah, we got lucky in finding some stuff that could help, so why not share?
I still can't believe it. Really? Who's been taking all these children all this time was werewolves?
Oh, right.
Sounds like it was that.
Yeah, you can make that assumption, I agree.
Although, I think I will suggest to check on the kids still more often. They didn't actually agree on stopping. Neither denied that to stop or anything.
Do you think that there is a possibility that we can get back more, lost children that we haven't seen for years? To return home?
Sadly, it's not an option. The process It takes a while to take effect, but also makes them quite unstable when it comes to anger.
Which makes them more dangerous to stay here in Crest, unfortunately.
Sometimes there isn't a good solution. Something. Like the best solution here might just be to be on your guard. Make sure nothing happens to the kids. I mean,
how do we protect ourselves from this?
I mean,
I wouldn't say
Luckily they-
as much as protect, but mostly check the kids are at all times next to you.
it's also not like they. It's not like they prefer to steal children. I think, and that they haven't actively attacked you guys. It's so if you just make sure that someone is around, then they might just be afraid to show themselves. So that might be enough for them to decide otherwise.
You hear that, Nyanka? You have to stop running around alone, especially at night. Please remain here when it's dark and visible by at least somebody during the day. Come on, that's not fair. I don't want to become a boring adult like the rest of you.
I mean, you get the lucky free pass, they won't take you again, so you're probably the safest among the kids.
Really?
But I don't want to count on it.
Don't count on that.
Yeah.
Are you... So you're not sure?
We don't know, because there's still some things that... Well, let's say that it was more like a favor getting you out of there.
Okay, so the rules, new rules, still stand, Bianca. That sucks. Promise me.
I mean,
Fine. I don't want to become a werewolf. It's okay. Fine. Katerina pats the top of Nyanka's head, and she pretends to be sullen for a while, but then cracks into a smile. Still, it's a bit sad for a resident burgomaster.
yeah, what happened to Dimitri? How is he going?
We're not entirely sure, actually. He had a bit of a strange reaction when Nyanka informed him that Ilya was there.
Oh. Is he... Did he lock himself inside the house? His house?
He was locked inside of his house, but then... And Michael looks over to Katerina, who... do this shrugging motion. This morning when we went there to check on him, he was gone. And nobody have seen him the whole morning. He's not in the house, that's for sure. We broke in, fearing the worst.
Any footprints or anything?
There has been more activity in the town ever since the food. No, not really. We can't really do. Yeah, none of us really have that tracking ability. We have never needed that.
Wait, so this was this morning or yesterday that
Well,
you checked on him?
yesterday, Nyanka came with the news. He shut himself in, didn't make any contact all night and all evening, and then this morning when we got there, he wasn't there. Katarina
What
finishes.
news did Nyanka share?
Well, she told us this tale, which was very hard to swallow, as I said, about the
Did
werewolves.
she say anything?
But of
think
course,
about-
she's told us, you know, about the other kids in the cages and the fact that you saw
Okay.
Ilya there.
I see. Well, that's what I was wondering. Nyanka, I kind of told you to not just tell everything, everybody, you know?
They kept on asking. Okay, it was getting irritating. They wanted to know. Like,
Yeah, you just to see, you know, knowledge is power, and knowledge can cause a lot of problems, you know? And I'm not sure what he's going to be up to after that news.
it's not my. They were threatening me with house arrest. And she points towards Michael and Katarina, and they kind of look a little bit bashful.
I mean, we can take a look. Can see if we can find him.
Though time has certainly has passed, I don't think even Daphne would be able to track footprints
We-
this late now, right?
Maybe I can try.
Yeah, I think we should try at least.
Katarina slams her hands in the table. But first, in the absence of a burgomaster, I've taken it upon myself to do a little bit of a roundup among us Barovians, crest guides, to properly find a way to thank you. And I will say, I pulled a lot of strings for you to make this happen. So, you know, you should thank me, actually.
Thank you.
Well, it's a little bit premature. You haven't even seen it. Well, yes. So, as a token of our appreciation, Nyanka, will you? Nyanka immediately gets this very excited look on her face, and she takes both Daphne's and Leo's hands and starts pulling them with her.
All right.
And she like nods towards Cyrix and Soul, kind of overlooking areas is kind of in the background, like not like talking or making any noise, trying to be like, I'm not here as much as possible, and it's working for now. But she leads you all to her bedroom.
Wait, what's happening? Sorry, recap. I got
Music
some.
change.
Music change. I'm just
Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
preparing some stuff.
Adrian.
Oh my. That's typical Adrian right there.
She really reads that. She
Hey,
really-
hey,
course,
Adrian,
on this episode.
Adrian, I wanted to say it, but I guess thank you for saying it.
No.
Of course, it's on this episode.
Focus
Nice.
up.
Of course.
Focus up.
Oh no.
Okay, this
Oh
is
no.
actually what's happening. This is actually what's happening. Focus.
It's all connecting.
It is. Wait.
No.
Oh no, it's not.
No.
Okay.
Focus.
Okay.
Okay. So she opens her door, and this is what you see. It's almost silly how out of place this shining set of bright steel armor is. laying on this very humble straw bed in impoverished tomboy Barovian girl's bedroom. Among this dust and rickety dark wood is this pristine, rust-free work of art. The sword on Patron is high, whilst the other side sports a metal medallion holding in place a bright blue mantle that runs the length of the armor to end just above the ankles. The gambeson, as well as the decorative loincloth, are clad in the same fabric and color. The angled breastplate is engraved with a woman in a cloak, her hands grasped in prayer and angel wings sprouting from her back. The gauntlets are intricate, linked, and as well as sharp as the tips of the sabatons and the kneecaps. It radiates an aura of purity that no matter how foul and dirty its environment is, it will never stain, be soiled, or tarnish. Nyanka falls on her knees by the bed in an expression of awe that probably hasn't diminished since the first time she laid eyes on it. She turns her wondrous grin towards you all to see your expression.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Oh,
You can
That
just
is-
Certainly,
you can see Star with a thinking face like, where did you get all those
those.
materials for this?
Well, it seems like something that has been for a while. This is-
certainly out of place. Very out of place.
It's not like we needed anything, but this is really great. Thank you.
It's so fucking cool!
I know. I agree.
Oh
my God.
Apparently, I wasn't around for it, but apparently Grigori's grandfather made this, and it's just been like rusting away in like a hidden like cellar compartment all this time. If I knew that it existed, oh my god, oh my morning lord.
Well, I mean, luckily it can't rust by the look of it, so you know, there wasn't anything wasted.
Katarina says it's because it's magical. Is it rusting? Is that right?
It definitely looks like it.
Oh my.
It could be.
Yeah.
Does by any chance do you know someone about anything about this armor?
Well, I
Yourself.
asked Grigori about it, and he told me, crazy, it was tempered in the blessed pool of St. Markovia.
I mean, Sarex can figure it out. I'm sure.
Yes, that's true. I just hope I didn't need to use it. But
Daphne moves over and she kind of in this trance like places her hand on top of the breastplate and like caresses it slowly, and there's like a hungry look in her eye.
Yeah, most definitely.
it's obviously for you, but
Yeah.
let me just first check.
I didn't want to assume, but I want it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're the only one who wears full suits of armor over here. I think Leo only has.
I mean, I'm, you know, I've been a little bit of metal, but you know, usually like to keep it light. I mean, magic armor sometimes is light, even though it shouldn't be. So there can be
Though,
exceptions,
honestly-
but
Though
I'd like to
honestly,
like-
I can see it. I can see you wearing it. It looks good on you. Not gonna lie. I can imagine you wearing it.
I think so too. Yeah. But you know,
Well,
a good leader gives over to his subordinates.
yeah,
Just have them
sure.
succeed.
And then make them work.
Have them succeed.
Gonna, as usual, please give me some time.
Yeah,
And
for
we'll
sure.
cast Identify as a ritual.
Don't you say there's also a sword and one other thing,
I think it's just part of the
or
armor decoration.
or it's just a part of the armor?
Oh no, you probably heard me say sabaton. Or no? It's just
Yeah,
an
I
armor.
heard sword and like something like blue, but I think that's the cape.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, the metal medallion holding in place the mantle, the gambeson
okay.
and the loincloth are the same color as it, and indeed you have that engraving, which seems a little bit familiar to you. So
Yeah, I was about to say, like, do I heard something about this? I was
you can't
about
be
to ask.
sure because it's very stylized, but there's definitely a familiarity.
Huh. This looks awfully familiar now. Can I roll something to like rack my brain around it?
Yeah, I mean, it's clear to you that there's a familiarity between the spectral vision you had and the engraving, but it's stylized, so you cannot be sure if it is a true
Yeah.
Also, do we know that it's like what's her name? Lady
Markovia.
Markova.
Markovia, yeah. I mean, we heard about her from the Abbey, right? I don't know if there were depictions of her there at the Abbey.
Not really, but there was a metal kind of plate beside the main doors of the abbey that said the Abbey of Saint Markovia, and underneath it was the tagline. Let's see. Sorry, searching for it.
No worries.
Oh, good. All good.
Yeah, Abbey of Saint Markovia with the tagline, "May her light cure all illness."
And is there anything on the armor like that?
No. No names or something like that, no. But, in the interest of time, you guys marvel and kind of chit chat with each other as like Starks is trying to keep composed in the corner. And
You can hear can't they just shut the fuck up?
Do you need it? Actually, I was about to ask if Irius wants to help, but to make things faster.
he's just standing in the doorway trying not to. Like, her bedroom is small. It's like you're like standing extremely close to each other, just being in there, all of you. So
Oh, we're shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Iris is just like peeking through the door a little bit. But this is what you would discover about it. As Cyrus explained.
Hashtag Sandra item.
Oh, yes. It's under FTV.
Sorry.
Let's move it up and out of that, and I'm gonna put it up there.
What the fuck is? Oh my god, this armor is so fucking good. What the fuck? What? That spell per day? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely use that.
And
Holy shit.
Daphne gets even more excited.
Well. Have fun, Daphne. It's definitely yours.
I
Well,
mean,
you already have a breastplate, right? So what are we gonna do with it?
as Leo tried to say, a good leader shares. So I'm, of course, willing to trade. Leo, you can have my breastplate.
Yeah, sure. I mean, magic stuff usually pretty light. I can try it.
Yeah, do it. And like Daphne kind of like throws off her breastplate, like just discards it for this. And yeah, I'm just gonna spend like the next 10-15 minutes donning the armor. And spending time with it.
Oh, Daphne, that looks pretty fucking good.
Alright, so we will put the breastplate of thirst underneath Leo and the Saint Markovia's protection underneath Daphne. There we go. And you guys spend some time just chit-chatting around and basically a short rest to attune to the new items. And
Oh my god, Katarina, this is... Whoa, you pulled many strings.
I told you you would thank me, says Katerina from the kitchen.
Oh my god. Well, I think we'll... Yeah.
Daphne admires herself in the armor and looks pretty fired up. Pretty good about herself.
So, how is it?
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, you look very... Honestly, after Leo, it's probably you who looks slaying that fit right now.
I like your funny
Not sure.
words, Magic Man.
Not sure of the blue necessarily. That's
It's a
your color,
compliment.
but you know, you got it.
But,
You
but
will change the
Blue
color.
works well. The blue works well.
I think I can have blue.
Yeah, it's just, stealing a bit of my stuff,
Oh right, you have a blue thing going on with you, Leo.
Well,
I forgot.
not only blue, I have like a blue cloak. Or maybe we'll just be the blue cloak gang, We'll get a blue cloak and then...
Maybe that can be our catchphrase to blue cloaks.
Yep. The blue cloaks.
Mm.
Wait, is that how we're just gonna call ourselves now? Like, we're the blue cloaks.
Nah, I think,
Oh.
but the blue might be... We can start with
Yeah,
blue, maybe,
Yeah, I don't know about cloaks. I don't think it flows. Blue.
Yeah. It could be the
Something.
symbol, between the blue and our name,
Mm.
But it doesn't have to be the name itself.
That's true.
Just why are you trying to come up with a name?
Every
I mean,
great
we-
adventuring party has a name.
We gotta
Guys,
have a tagline.
you know what? I agree. I very agree with that.
We gotta
And
have a
I
tagline.
believe, as a bard, I think it is, don't have to explain why we need a group name. It's great. It's gonna add some flair,
As you say.
I mean, blue works with your thematic as well, You're resistant to the cold.
And maybe I'm also blue.
Yeah, you're kind of...
You have a blue heart.
So only, soul, you gotta figure something out,
Okay.
blue thematic.
All right.
Oh, and we have Blue the Raven. Oh my god.
Blue the Raven is our mascot. Oh my god. We're
Look
the
at
sad
that.
blues.
We're onto something. We're onto something. The blues.
We
maybe?
most of the blues.
The Blues Clues.
The
You can
Blues
see
Brothers.
you can see Styrax just sigh.
Blues. Clues. Since we're following clues. Nah, that doesn't sound right.
Get a blue clue.
Bluetooth.
Oh wait. We have message right at the...
Feeling the blue.
Anyway,
The Blues Brothers.
once again, Katarina, thanks.
The Bluesers.
This.
Yes.
Thanks
as I
again,
said,
Katarina.
I am, as awesome, and I know it.
Yeah.
Michael sighs. It's what we felt like the only thing we had of value in our possession. That was worthy
This-
of what you have done, what you have
This,
done for us.
well, let me tell you, this is quite a lot. And I must admit that never thought you will actually have this one safe here.
Definitely best gift we have gotten so far. So you're on the top list of cities we saved.
Mm.
Wonderful. Well, I'm gonna clean the kitchen. Nyanka, remain here. Nyanka, I'm like, no, okay, fine. What do you, what? Blue balls. Well, what would you like to do? Bluetooth? I don't even know. The blues.
I think Bluetooth is canon.
All,
I like
all,
Bluetooth a
all,
lot.
all of a sudden, you can see Steris just like the cringe face.
What
All
would you
right,
like to
blue
do,
balls. It's time to go out, and I think we should either check out Dimitri's place or, go to the pool.
Well, wait, a few things. I mean, we gotta get a good cloak for Urias. I mean, look at him. Like, you can
There's
only,
a nearby blacksmith here, so could be.
Yeah, I'll just, I mean, I don't know. If Katerina, do you have like a cloak, small cloak for our friend here that came with us?
Yes. Well, I know where to find it.
That also works.
It's another like in-home kind of establishment. The Swift House. Cobalt Swift. He
Thank you.
takes all the wool from the sheep and makes clothing out of it. I'm quite tired of wool. I can show you.
Okay. That would be great. Yeah, we just want to do that real quick to get our friend something more comfortable.
Yeah.
And
By
then
the
we'll
way,
look for future.
who is your friend?
Oh, when
It is
remember when
Isaac. This is Isaac,
Oh,
and
yes,
we
Isaac.
found him through the mountains, and he seemed like he needed help, so we helped him. And
Yes, just a traveler finding myself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Isaac the traveler.
Yeah.
Ah, well, they do tend to arrive from time to time. I'm sorry. Welcome. All right, with me. And she strides out of the house.
Isaac. Really?
That's a good name.
That just rhymes with his actual name. I whisper to him.
I mean, that's the least you expect, right? You would expect like a good different name. They will never see the coming.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's better than John
Yeah.
Smith.
I agree.
I think John. Okay. All right. You could have been Ricardo or something farther away from your actual name, but it's
So
fine.
we actually know a Ricardo that would like stealing a name, and then we would.
We do?
Yeah, the guy that's. I mean, he's not Ricardo. He's playing.
yeah,
Ricardo.
he was one of the guards in the university.
No,
a nice
he's also a musician. That's not actually a musician, but a mass murderer. He calls himself
No.
Ricardo.
Oh, that's
Daphne.
true.
Oh, I think I was not at that part of town when I heard of that. Ah, I see.
Daphne coughs loudly and then clears her throat. Let's not talk about it.
Well, I just said, we know a guy that's that name, and we shouldn't steal names from other people,
Stop talking about his fake name so loudly when Katerina is right here.
No, I didn't say it's a fake. I mean, everyone has a fake name.
Stacy fake name.
Katarina gives
Yep,
you all like a look over, like, oh my god, you're so dysfunctional. But I'm curious.
Like, girl, like, you're so giving.
Anyway, you head over to the Swift House, which is actually the house furthest down here. There's a lot of sheep pens around it. The wife, Rika, is out tending to the sheep, whilst you find a Mr. Cobbleswift inside of the house. He is turning wool into yarn currently by a spindle. He is a very short man, like a lot of excitable energy, and he has this very well-tended moustache that he clearly spends a lot of time on with a bald head. He's very gregarious, and as soon as he hears that you want a simple cloak, he basically throws a dark green one at you for no cost.
Are you sure you don't want us to pay? This is like, I don't know, man.
No, I say no. I have been enjoying this special brand of apple cognac from the booze that you have brought, and I will tell you, I have seen the light.
Okay, first of all, don't go to that light at all. You might never come back, and
I am trying
Come
to ration
on.
it because it's not forever. But I have been enjoying myself, I will tell you.
okay, man. I mean, okay, sure.
I know my clothes are a little bit rough, but I think that this dark green will bring out some very fabulous highlights in this stocky man's beard and hair. Yes, definitely your collar, sir.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but yeah, sure.
He looks a little bit taken aback, not prepared to hear this, and he
Just wear it. Just wear it.
gets a
It's a
rosy
free-
color
it's
on
free.
his cheeks. Oh, thank you. I guess I'm quite happy. Like, thank you. I can't trade for it. I guess, but okay.
Thank you so much. You don't have to do it, but thank you for giving it to us.
I have never eaten and drunk so good in my whole life. I am fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, I will.
And I'll just turn around with Isaac, and it's like, you know, you look like a ranger when you wear that all green. You know.
That's a little bit awkward. I mean, that was usually Joseph's.
Ah, huh? Joseph's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Iris looks away, like blinking very hard.
Wait, did I say something? I just look at the player, the rest.
well,
it's like,
you
did
know,
I?
like, they're like people in his past that are known not anymore.
I would prefer not to say.
Okay.
Joseph is a great guy, though.
Okay, this
I feel
Joseph.
like
Okay.
there's something of you in him. I can't quite describe it that way, but it just feels like that. So I think the two of you might be would have worked out well together.
You can see Stara just looks at you like thinking.
Oh,
A little bit, I can see, yeah.
okay.
Well, I have places to be and things to do other than babysit all of you. So, toodaloo.
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 Katarina's
I
on her
guess. Well. Sorry, Isaac, if I open some old runes. I will try not to do that again. So, yeah. So
All right.
what now?
Well, so yeah, I know Dimitri might be like important to check out. I'm just
I
a bit worried.
I will say try to check footprints on Dimitri's first. The longer we keep, the longer we stay out, the
Yeah, just
footprints might go away sooner.
worry about you a bit, and I'm not sure. Do you directly think the pool might be able to heal you, or help you with that wound you took?
Do I really need to go through that again?
I mean, I don't
Wonder-
think.
I remember it didn't have a healing effect.
Yeah, I was just, grasping at straws because I'm not sure we can really help you, and I think it's problematic situation to have you be not at full capacity.
It's not really as much as you think. It's just I really don't want to bother you as much.
Well, you guys forced it upon me, so I think it's only fair that you get some treatment as well.
One thing is not being able to talk
And the other thing is not being able to act at all sometimes.
with a very small chance that doesn't happen. Like this whole time I've been fine. I've been doing things fine.
Right. I guess then let's just go to Dimitri. Fine. Okay.
In my case, I can check later. I would prefer not to waste more time.
I agree. The tracks might be we're losing the tracks as time goes on, so I think we should go to Dimitri's first.
All right. Let's go.
All right. We go then.
Sorry,
We
stop
go
with the Yobi.
tracks.
Where are we going? We going to pool or
Dimitri.
to tracks?
Dimitri.
Okay, to tracks. Okay, absolutely. You head on over to the Burgermaster's house, Dimitri, which you know quite well, as you spent, I think, at least 2 nights in the cellar bedroom of his lost children. The door is closed but not locked, and there's like 2 Kruskites kind of lounging about outside it, like having like a pretty tense conversation and like looking towards the house.
Definitely, why don't you go on ahead and look for some footprints around the house, and we'll see what we can gather here.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Divine and Conquer.
And I'll approach the gods.
It's not guards. It's just 2 like civilians. Well, it's
Okay,
hard to
I'll
tell.
approach.
It's kind of civilians up on the wall as well. They're just dressed a little bit more roughly. They probably take some shifts, but they're not really good at the guard part. But they greet you with respect and kind of quiet down their the conversation they had to give you all of their attention.
We've heard that Dimitri isn't home. Is there anything you 2 heard?
I don't know what you've heard, but says the woman and takes a step forward. But we don't know where he is right now. It's been gone since this morning until now. It's just a little bit... We're concerned, right?
Well, he talked. Did he talk with no one? Anything? No one was around walking at the night, maybe a bit drunk, and saw him leave or something?
No, not what we know. He shut himself in after Nyanka and that strange boy arrived yesterday. And
Does he go to any place in special when he's just more internal per se?
Well, the pool is usually the place you want to go if you want to be alone, but we checked over there and he's not there.
They couldn't have left Krask, right? The gates are closed, I assume.
Yeah, that we would have noticed.
Okay.
Ah,
Wait,
Oh no,
you could
Yeah.
have gone.
to the alley.
Yeah, it's like the only place. I assume you guys haven't checked the Abbey.
of course not.
Yeah.
It's forbidden.
Well,
People who go there
And-
disappear.
considering that you guys have been looking everywhere else, it seems like the place you would be going. Yeah, I guess.
Well then, Morning Lord protects. Help. What are we gonna do without the burgomaster? I mean, is
Well,
It's-
I mean,
the other
I don't
guy kind
wanna-
of mutters underneath his breath. It's not
I
really
mean-
like I've done much for us anyway. Oh, hush you. And we belong
Yeah,
to a
it's
noble
rough.
family. It's our history.
you definitely had a rough time with it. I mean, like everything else, I think you guys can figure it out. And I mean, it seems like Katarina has taken point for the time being, so let's
Yeah.
just see how that goes. And
Yeah, no. That wouldn't be a good idea.
I mean, you guys can just, I don't know, vote for a person you would think would be best to lead.
sounds like a very silly thing to do, you know. I think like leaders are born and not appointed, you know.
I mean, yeah, could be, but right now those leaders are not showing up, most definitely. So, it's the best thing. It's like the best thing
Yeah.
people can do.
Could be a cool idea, you know, to do sometimes, the voting thing.
Why does it have to be so? I mean, we have taken care of ourselves before. I mean, Dimitri hasn't really been that heavy-handed. Of course not. We're a small,
I
tight
mean, I
didn't-
community.
I mean, the reason why you want to have, you know, a face or someone that can be approached is for that exact reason. You know, if there's like a problem with town or something, you want to serve to be able to go to someone and voice that concern and have someone that might be able to pull some stuff. Or if another city or someone else wants to establish connections, you want to have someone that can facilitate that. You don't need to have someone that governs your city necessarily, but you should definitely have someone that is somewhat of a face or that people can
Yeah.
talk to.
That
Yeah.
represents you all.
Well, at least we can always go to him, I guess, and talk and complain. Someone to turn to. It's not like he did much about it, though. Hush! Jeez! I mean, what can one man do?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some good things in having someone as your face, but then again, you guys do you, right? I mean, if you feel like you're doing fine without anyone, then all the power to you guys.
It might be a little bit too early to say. I mean, it's just been a couple of hours. We're just gonna remain here and
Yeah, he's probably
stand in this
fine.
cold wind
Yeah.
and see if it returns.
Yeah. Most definitely. But, you know,
Things have gone
Just a
well
thought.
recently, so. Praise
all
the
is
Lord.
well in Kresk. All
Well,
is well.
I think it has definitely turned a corner. Praise the morning, Lord.
Yeah, that is good.
In my mind.
Anyway, you guys, that other guy that came with Nyanka, did he like, what did he do? Did he find like a place where to stay, or?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
where did he go?
We housed him with Grigori.
I see.
His aging mother died some time ago, and he only has an adult child. His one son living with him. His daughter disappeared some time ago, so there's space with Grigori.
Okay. Was there any interest of him staying, or did he talk about wanting to leave again, or any of that?
He's been he's not really a happy teenager. He seems a little bit
Yeah.
quiet and sullen.
Yeah.
He hasn't really done much since he came here. I went over to talk to Gory about it, and he's just been in his room and just been eating food. So that's a bit of a problem. I mean, all of us, we, do work, labor for the good of the town, and then you have the right to eat. Well,
He had a bit
it's
of-
not. We have food now, I guess, but still.
No, it's a good sentiment. I mean, he had a tough time recently, so he might be more reserved.
Yes.
But it would be nice if you try to get him to live a bit more again in general. I'm not sure we have the time necessarily to do it, but he definitely
Well,
deserves a chance.
shall see if. I mean, he is a Valakian.
Yeah,
Doesn't really
I mean,
belong here, so it's up to him.
for sure. I'm saying more like just give him the option to maybe enjoy his stay here.
All right. Okay. It's not really up to me.
Maybe invite him to the party, to the bar, or whatever, and then just see if you can get him a bit more free from his sorrow.
All right. Whatever you guys say.
I mean, if
see.
not, he most likely will go back to Valaki on his own.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
Yeah, no, for sure. But for the time he's here, at least wants to. We should remember Kresk as a great place, right?
Well, yeah, of course. When you pitch in and earn your say.
Yes,
Um,
I mean, he has
I
a
just
lot to
think
think about.
it'd be interesting. I mean, like Velaki is probably also open to have some sort of trade between Kresk and themselves, so might just be good to leave a good impression.
Yeah, but what you have been telling us, or Dimitri, about about Velaki, it seems like they invited the devil in.
I mean, you can still trade. You don't have to let anyone in.
You guys can set up
It's
like
a
a
good wine.
trading station outside of the gate.
It's a slippery slope. Like 1 foot in, and they like grab your whole hand. It's not good. The Valakians have shown themselves to be traitorous towards the Morning Lord.
They still have a church there, in Velaki. Wouldn't throw them overboard directly, but I think it's worth to
We
keep
have done
an open
well
mind.
so far,
Yeah.
and we have kept our gates closed for a good reason. The devil is out there, and we shall
I'm
not
just saying,
invite
like,
her in.
it wouldn't be the worst for you guys to get some sheep or cows or stuff back, so you actually have some sustainable food source. And the easiest way would be to raid. So that's just an idea. I mean, right now there is no one I would tell that to because you guys don't have a face necessarily because Dimitri's missing, but I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to Dimitri, but I guess, maybe we can talk to the Marticobs if they suddenly like arrive from the black hole that they found themselves in.
All right.
Maybe
good.
we can go through the Martigovs. We know that.
Oh, it seems like Daphne's coming back. Let's see what we have here.
Oh, yeah, Daphne is coming back. Let's just do a general, like, roll here, and, like, add a fuck ton of bonuses. Oh, okay, I rolled a 17.
That's good.
31.
Whoa! Daphne walks on over.
That's 69.
With, like,
Nice.
a forward brow, and she says, yeah, I managed to somehow isolate his footprints, leaving his house among the chaos of the other ones coming to, you know, look for him this morning, breaking in the door, and it leads upwards.
Who would have thought?
Oh god. I don't really want to visit that guy again. It's already weird the first time.
I'm not really ready for this.
We'll
Can we
go
just-
for the pool first, right? And have Soul have his revelation.
Yeah.
And I mean, we should definitely
then-
look for Dimitri.
And then one thing we can do is check upstairs, but don't enter. As soon as we see the chimeras can go.
We can just track him, I guess, up to the wall. Yeah.
And I
No,
mean, like, you know,
we
just
don't-
because we talk to him doesn't mean we have to do the other thing, you know? We can do the one thing and see if Dimitri's there, and then think about if we're ready to do the other thing or not.
And for now, let's try to just check first of all to the revelation, and then can check the walls and see what can we discover.
All right.
And then we can decide
All
what
right.
to do.
Fine. Mm-hmm. All right. And she
Don't need
takes
to head in first.
she puts her hand on Soul and kind of like pushes him towards the pool.
And you know, you can just say, let's go to the pool. You don't have to push me.
I feel like you're hesitating. Are you afraid of something?
No.
Soul is
Uh-huh.
afraid of nothing, right?
Oh, come on, Soul.
Come on. What if it's gonna be like, oh no.
We're gonna be
life.
there. You're going to be
It
safe.
couldn't
Come on,
be worse than mine.
You know what? In hindsight, yeah, but I don't really want to deal with it. But
No, it's also not gonna be better than mine, you know.
I think yours is, I mean, when we learn about yours, whoa, that was,
But
did not
also,
expect that.
also, just continue. Go. Don't slack.
You're slowing down. Keep on walking.
Okay, fine. There it is, the statue of a man. Hello. Ready to come back here.
I don't really like this place anymore.
I don't understand it. Like, how is it not frozen? Is it like a hot pool from within a mountain? No.
I mean,
Magical pool that has the
Well-
souls of the people around here,
Oh.
and it like frees you from the cold and helps you,
Really?
and it gives you weird memory stuff if you go too deep.
yeah. I mean, according to the ghost, he said that it came from her. Don't know exactly how.
Okay, her. I mean, I think this pool is from like the actual priest or something that was here. Seems like a thing, right?
So
Seems
there's
from
a
like a
dead saint connected to the abbey above.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you said that your ghost is the one that made us pool, I mean, sounds like was she was were the female the ghost spirit thingy?
Yeah, it was a female.
Well, then it can only be that, right?
Fascinating. I need to take a sample.
Well, the thing is, it loses its effects really
In-
quickly,
The
unfortunately.
further away.
We
Yeah.
kind of wanted to take some as well
Do
because it gives you a little bit of more cold
you-
resistance.
do you really think I didn't try?
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have doubted you, of course.
It's
Whoa.
okay. It's fine.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. What
Adrian.
happened to Starex, man? That's a fucking first. Oh, God.
But why are you
don't think-
so surprised? She is pretty sassy. She's always been that way.
I mean, yeah, but damn. Brother, you are getting smacked around.
I mean, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Oh my. Fine. I'll go into the pool.
Alright. You step into the pool. The
Hello.
steady winter wind creates ripples across the impossibly electric blue waters of the blessed pool of Saint Bakovia. Just as the mist seems to have their own life and power, the steam that rises from these waters seem unperturbed by the winds. Instead, they rise thickly without a thought, slowly, a couple of meters above, and then they fade into nothing. As always, it conjures a certain amount of awe as you gaze upon it.
Well, I just turned around and said,
Here goes nothing then.
and I'll just cup on the water and drink from it.
Okay. The water is warming to the touch, but as soon as you drink from it, it cools in your mouth to a refreshing temperature. As it travels down your gullet to pool in your belly, it heats up once more. There, at the center of your core, it radiates a pleasant heat, and the biting cold suddenly feels more akin to a gentle caress of subtle heat. A wave of clarity crashes against the inside of your skull. It reveals all dark corners within, and you know yourself more intimately in that moment than ever before. Thankfully, there doesn't seem to be any deception to reveal. Here, at least for you. As your gaze lifts from your hand to marvel at the pool with renewed vigor, you and your companions realize you're not alone. Formed out of the light gray steam is a woman, dressed in vestments, her cowl loose around her head, whilst her hair swims around her face as if she is underwater.
That's her. Well, I mean, it's your girl. Let her talk to her.
One of her slender hands has already reached out for your soul, seemingly cupping the side of your face. But she doesn't touch you. She remains a couple of respectful centimeters away from your actual skin.
Hello. I'm here. Like what you said. Don't know if you remember. What is it do I have to accept? Or what are you bestowing?
A broad, gentle, motherly smile curls up her lips, and she leans forward. She kisses your forehead, slowly, gently. She retreats slightly, her milky white eyes staring into yours with supreme confidence.
Nudge your soul a little bit. Ask some stuff. What? Ask some stuff. More.
I don't know what I want to ask.
Her hand moves from that cupping to kind of like pat your head a little bit, but never touching your hair. Her smile turns more amusing. But then she rises with the steam and slowly fades from all of your view.
Wait, you were saying Morovia? Markovia?
The last you see of her, Leo, is a wink that she gives you. The point on your forehead, Soul, where her phantasmal form had touched yours, starts to tingle. And a strange warmth sinks into your head, making you shiver from head to toe by this strange sensation. And then you notice, a bit stunned, you feel stronger than before, more experienced. She shared something with you, something precious, her experience, and you've grown stronger from it. You gain a level. Woo!
Yeah!
Yay. Well, I mean, this could have gone better.
Whoa! Felt like my feel energized all of a sudden. Is this how you guys felt like when you guys drink the water? I don't remember.
I mean, the thing about it being like perfect temperature and then the cold doesn't really match you anymore. That's kind of what it felt like drinking.
Oh, so she winked on you. I saw that.
Huh, you know. I'm sorry. You know, you didn't want to ask her questions, so I had to intervene at some
Oh, well,
point. I didn't want to. I didn't want to like. I tried my
we
best
go
to like
again.
put you up, but you know.
It's okay. I was so confused and lost, honestly. I was like, another hot woman. Just saying.
I mean, she's a spirit. And she's like long dead, probably.
Yeah, but still.
Imagine when she was still alive, though.
Why are you fighting over this?
Not fighting.
We're not fighting. We're acknowledging it.
Sounds like it.
Well, anyway, I feel like drinking a bit, and I'm going in and drink from the pool.
All right.
Starbucks fail spam while doing what he's doing.
Yeah. You gain cold resistance for an hour.
Nice.
And you experience the effects of greater restoration with an asterisk.
Nice.
I guess all of you, well, not all of you, I guess both Soul and Leo realizes in hindsight that what you experience in the Tabletop labyrinth was definitely a vision. Like a trick. It wasn't real. I think from everything you've gone through, I think that's the only thing that is pertinent to talk about that they reveal. The pool reveals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just
The fil-
wanna.
The Philotov library, is that the one where we all like
no, the
got knocked out?
labyrinth. Yeah. The
Oh, okay.
the labyrinth. The maze.
Okay.
Labyrinth.
The hedge maze.
Yeah, you know,
Alright.
guys, I just wanted to take a drink and, you know, get the cold resistance and maybe see if, like, Serena is out and about, something like that. But that's kind of all. You know? I feel a lot better in the cold now, so if you guys want to take a sip. Doesn't seem to give any more weird visions, at least not to me. Unless you guys have more to hide.
I rather not take any chances.
Arius, do you want to take a sip?
I definitely want to try this.
Go ahead.
Oh.
I mean, you already, like, had to face all your trauma, so it should be fine.
Arius drinks and he looks fine. But he gets a little bit sad from it because he remembers everything that has happened to him once again very clearly. And there's like a single tear almost down his cheek.
Oh, are you okay?
Keep in mind, it's too much what has happened to him.
So you guys traveled to time for him to experience his trauma all over again? Is that what you guys did?
Well, kind of. I mean, it was just like the memory of his that got kind of shattered. It kind of lived on in the mansion, it seems like, and tortured him throughout the mansion and trying to get him to, give up on everything. And he had to face like everything that went wrong, all the people he knew and loved. So,
Oh.
You can see all the signs there. Like, oh, and checks on her backpack, trying to look for the king from the chest table she picked up to see if
What?
she still has it.
Oh! No, it's gone.
What's the matter, Cyrex?
Nothing. It's just remembering all stuff.
Okay. Wow.
I
That
guess
was-
we have to get up to the Abbey and
Mm-hmm.
see if we can find Dimitri not doing something stupid again.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
Wait,
let's
didn't-
try.
Didn't the Abbey say that those who usually come to him are offered
Yeah, usually like
something?
when you're really desperate, I
Yeah.
mean that's what they did with our mouth guy. They
Mirko.
he
You
was
mean the
dying,
son?
Mirko, exactly. And then he got up and in exchange, for his life, he was turned into this monster. So that's kind of what you get up there. You have to be really desperate to go up there.
Why does he have something to desperately want? His
I don't know.
wife?
His son back, maybe a way to unturn him from a vampire. I don't know, not vampire, werewolf. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe wanting to have Razius fight the werewolves or something. I don't know. Not that he would do it.
Now let's go check up and see what can we discover.
Yeah. Let's shall.
All right. And as you turn towards the upper road, heading eastward toward the snaking road that heads up to the Abbey of Saint Markovia, we're going to end tonight's episode of Crucified Torment. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely nice.
Yeah.